The 21st century is witnessing a historic shift in global power. And at the center of this transformation stands India. Once seen as a developing nation, India is now emerging as a decisive force shaping economics, technology, geopolitics, and culture worldwide. This is not a story of sudden rise, but the result of decades of planning, demographic momentum, and strategic execution. To understand how India will dominate the world, we must examine its past foundations, present momentum, and future ambitions. Part 1. Demographic power and human capital. India is the world's most populous nation, with over 1.4 billion people and the youngest median age among major economies. By 2030, more than 65% of India's population will be of working age, creating the largest workforce in human history. This demographic dividend gives India an unmatched advantage as aging economies struggle to sustain productivity. India produces millions of engineers, doctors, scientists, managers every year, feeding global talent pipelines. Part 2. Economic ascent and global trade. India is already the world's fifth largest economy and is projected to become the third largest by 2030. With sustained growth rates between 6 and 8%, India is outpacing nearly all major economies. Unlike export-only economies, India's strength lies in a massive domestic consumer market. By 2035, India's middle class is expected to exceed 600 million people. This internal demand makes India resilient to global recessions and trade disruptions. Part 3. Infrastructure revolution. India is undergoing the largest infrastructure build-out the world has ever seen. The Bharatmala and Sagarmala projects are transforming road and port connectivity nationwide. India is expanding its railway network with dedicated freight corridors and semi-high-speed trains. The Gati Shakti master plan integrates logistics, manufacturing and transportation into a single digital framework. These investments dramatically reduce logistics costs, making Indian manufacturing globally competitive. Part 4. Manufacturing and supply chain dominance. Global supply chains are shifting away from overdependence on a single country. India's Make in India and production-linked incentive schemes are attracting record foreign investment. India is rapidly becoming a global manufacturing hub for electronics, automobiles, and semiconductors. Apple, Samsung, Microsoft, and countless MNCs are scaling operations across Indian states. By 2040, India is expected to be a top 3 global manufacturing power. Part 5. Technology and digital leadership. India operates the world's largest digital public infrastructure ecosystem. Aadhaar, UPI, and DigiLocker have revolutionized identity, payments, and governance. UPI alone processes more transactions than Visa and MasterCard combined. India is also a global leader in software, AI services, and IT outsourcing. Indian engineers are now shaping global AI, cloud computing, and cybersecurity systems. Part 6. Space, Defense, and Strategic Power. India is one of the few nations with full-spectrum space capabilities. The Chandrayaan-3 mission made India the first country to land near the moon's south pole. India's defense industry is transitioning from importer to exporter. Advanced missile systems, satellites, and cyber defense enhance India's strategic autonomy. India's geopolitical influence now spans the Indo-Pacific, Middle East, Africa, and Europe. Part 7. Cultural and soft power expansion. Power is not only economic or military, it is also cultural. Indian culture influences global music, yoga, cinema, and cuisine. Indian origin leaders head some of the world's largest corporations and governments. India's philosophy of pluralism strengthens its global appeal. Part 8. Future timeline and global dominance. By 2030, India becomes the third largest economy and a key global manufacturing hub. By 2040, India leads in green energy, digital governance, and skilled labor exports. By 2050, India emerges as a defining power shaping global rules and institutions. Conclusion: the Indian century. The world is not moving toward a single superpower, but toward strategic balance. India's rise represents opportunity, stability, and innovation on a global scale. This is not just India's moment, it is the beginning of the Indian century.